Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, YouTubers. Good afternoon, subscribers. Good afternoon, you know, everybody that has subscribed to my channel and is tuning in. So, if you're tuning in for the very first time, you are welcome. And if this is not your first time you've been coming to my channel, then you're absolutely welcome. For those of you that know that I have been coming here, I haven't been coming here for a while now. I didn't even see any comments under any of my posts saying, "Oh, where have you been? Where have you been?" But then it's fine. So I've actually been engaged lately, hence why I haven't been coming here, and my face has not been seen for a period of time. But there again, I am here and everything is fine. And as usual, I would always want to have a conversational discussion with with you, so as we could get to know each other, we could get to connect, we could get to know what we all do. We can communicate. That's very important, because one thing about coming on live is not just coming on live and then we're talking and we're not making sense. So basically, I'm not just here to talk, I'm here to also make sense. I'm here to um network, get to see if I can be of help to anybody in my industry, or if you can be of help to me. And probably I get to meet somebody that is not in my industry, but then you have some information that you'd want to share to me and my audience. This is the right channel and this is the right place. So welcome back again and again and again. My name is Uwama, and you have tuned into Uwama Hero TV. Okay, so basically this is a real estate conversation. Yes. So I want to focus on Lagos. I live in Lagos, right? I live in Lagos, and one of the things that I do here in Lagos is real estate. Okay, so I could beat my chest and say that there is a whole lot that I know to an extent, that I know about real estate. And if I'm securing a property for a friend, for someone, um, a family, I can say yes, I can give to them the best property that they are looking for. So, yes, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining, thanks for tuning in. And as you're here, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button and stay with me till the end, because you're going to enjoy this episode. So yeah, I want to talk about apartment sales in Lagos. The do's, the don'ts, the smart investment secrets that most people would not tell you. Now, if you're not living in Lagos, you're not living in Nigeria, but you live in other countries like, let's say, China, India, or you're outside Lagos, you're in America, wherever you're tuning in from, this information is for you. Trust me, you're going to learn one or two things. It might not be here in Lagos that you want to secure a property or you want to buy a property. It can be probably in your country, in your state, depends on where you feel okay, it's going to be fine for you to get whatever that you want to get. So let us ride on. If you're looking for where to invest, if you've been looking for an apartment that you want to put your money in, let's say you want this apartment for rentage, or you just want to invest, well, this conversation is for you. So subscribe to this channel, double tap on your screen, like, and also share so others can join the live stream to learn. So now everybody knows that Lagos is one of the fastest growing city, and also one of the fastest growing real estate market. But then let's be honest, it can also be an overhyped kind of thing. I usually say it sometimes. It can be a maze between the agent and also the developer. So a lot of time, most people want to ask questions like, okay, if I buy this property, what are the things that I'm going to, gain from this property? What kind of titles will I have? The location, is the location good? Now, it's not about you wanting to invest in Lagos. It's not about you wanting to invest in Nigeria. It's not about you wanting to invest in your own country. Most of the time, I tell clients, if you must invest in any place, you must make sure that the location is one thing that is suitable for you. The location is one thing that is good for you. So, and that's because it's easy for you to make mistakes. It's easy for you to make mistakes. You can't say because of you have the money, you can buy just any property. No, that's not investment. Yesterday, I was in a talk show where they were talking about investing, how not to just save but invest. And the person who was, having this conversation was talking about most people spend their time saving. They save without investing. Now, nobody is saying you shouldn't save. You can save, but let your money not just be sitting in the bank. Let your money not just be sitting in the bank. If you have so much money, you can take that and make an investment. So it's either you're buying a land or you're buying a house. And when you want to buy this land, you want to buy this house, you are buying in a location that is comfortable for you. So for those that are here, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't liked, please double tap on your screen and like this live. And comment, okay? Comment. All right, so today I'll be breaking it down, the do's and don'ts of buying an apartment, which is why I'm here. Buying an apartment in Lagos or Abuja or wherever that you think that you're from, and how to identify genuine properties and the best type of apartments to invest in. There are a whole lot of properties in our country. There are a whole lot of properties in wherever that was staying, and most people do not know how to identify the best market for themselves. So we're going to be talking about that here. So before I continue again, welcome guys, welcome. Thanks for joining. Please subscribe to the channel as you have joined. I look forward to being your family here. So anytime I come online, anytime I'm streaming, I'd love to see you guys in your numbers. So please support, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And stay till the end. Very important. Stay till the end so that we can all, learn one or two things together. Now, let's talk about why apartments in Lagos are hot right now. Remember I mentioned that Lagos is one of the fastest growing city, and not just that, it is also fast growing when it comes to real estate investment. Everybody wants to live in Lagos, and apart from wanting to live in Lagos, a whole lot of people want to own properties in Lagos. Now, and that's because Lagos is a mega city with constant population growth. Millions are moving in every year. You might think that probably your village is the most the population is too much. If you come to Lagos, the fact that probably you've lived in Lagos before, as you're leaving Lagos, a whole lot of people are coming into Lagos. So the population in Lagos is a whole lot. And you know what it means for a place to have lots of people. You know that business in such a place will be booming. A lot of people would want to get themselves involved in one investment or the other, and that is the case of Lagos. Now, demand for shortlet, rental apartments, and mini flats keep rising, especially in areas like Lekki, Aja, Ikoyi, Yaba, Ikeja, and Surulere. Like I said, like the question, okay. A minute, guys. Okay. Like I said, Lagos is a state that has a lot of people, and because we have a lot of people, you will see that a lot of people want to go into investment. Now, many people are not coming into Lagos to just look for anyhow investment that they want to do. You don't have to be a citizen of Lagos. You don't have to be like an indigene of Lagos State for you to have a property. A lot of people that are not Lagosians have properties here in Lagos. And what kind of investment do they make? They make investment for short let. Okay, so they go into short let apartments. They also do rental apartments, so they don't have to be around for their property to start giving them money. That is just it. So if you haven't heard of short let apartment before, this video is for you. You have a lot of money, you want to key into an investment, you want to buy a property, but you know that you don't want to live in that state, you don't want to live in that place where your property is. The truth is, you can buy a property and then put it up for short let. Now, short let is just like an hotel, but they have differences. But and also there is some similarities. So in short let aspect, it gives you that feeling of you're in a home. Okay, if you're coming to short let apartments, you're not coming in with your TV, appliances, all of these things that will make you comfortable. The only thing that you'll be coming in with is your dress, what you would wear, the clothes that you would change. And by the time you get into a sheltered apartment, you know, there is 247 lights, there is 24/7 internet. So people who go into short-let investments, they make sure that they put a whole lot into the services to make sure that people keep coming. So that is how people make money, when they know that they don't want to buy just any property and probably they are not ready to live in it. So instead of just, letting a property that is selling at a best price to just go like that, they would invest their money into short-let apartments, or they would do rental income. Now, in rental income case, it's not as short-let, that it's when if it's 1 week you want to stay, you pay for that 1 week. For rental income, you'll be getting rental income yearly, annually. So that's how most people who want to invest in Lagos and any other cities or whatever, that's actually how they are making their money. So I see that I have some people here. I hope you have subscribed and I hope you are enjoying this session. Please, you can leave a comment if you have any questions. If there's anything you want to say, please leave a comment in the comment box, and I'll be very happy to respond to your comment. And I'd like to ask this question: where in Lagos would you love your apartment? For those of you that are in Lagos, even if you're not in Lagos, but you're in another country and you have this feeling that, okay, yeah, probably in years to come, 5 years to come, or this year, before this year comes to an end, you want to make an investment, you would like to have an investment. So, which location would you want to have your investment? So I'd like to see that under the comment. So now let's move to the do's and the do's of investing in apartments, right? The do's of investing in apartment. Do your due diligence. If you must invest in an apartment, if you must buy a house in Lagos, if you must buy a land in Lagos, if you must buy any property in Lagos, do your due diligence. Don't just go and buy a property because of one realtor or one agent is telling you that, oh, this property is good, this property have lights, this property has water, this property have good road. Of course, is the property that you want to sell to me, is it not supposed to have lights? Am I supposed to move into a property that has darkness in it? Of course not. So the property has to have light. So if you see an agent or a realtor coming to talk about buying property and they are giving you basic terms, giving you normal languages like this property is good, it has light, it has this, That's not a good selling point. So what you need to do is to, if you like what the person is saying, go to that property yourself. Go to that property yourself. Do your research. Ask questions. Request for the site manager of that property that, see, I want to see the site manager of this property. I want to know if this property is fit for me to move in. Ask question, the basic and the one that is not basic. It is you that want to live into that apartment. It is not the agent or the realtor that is taking you there that wants to live in that apartment. So you need to be particular about the things that you want. So doing your due diligence is very important. And another thing again, anytime I tell clients that you also still need to do your due diligence, I always advise them, if you must go with an experienced engineer to that site, go with that engineer. Sorry for the break in transmission, guys. Sorry about that. I guess things like that are bound to happen, so sorry about that. So I always say this, if you must go to do your due diligence, always make sure that you're going with somebody that is experienced, even if it means you're going with an engineer. Because this is the thing, yeah, an engineer will be able to spot out things that you that just have an ordinary eyes, that has the money, that wants to buy the property would not see. Now let me give you an example. I have taken a client to for an inspection. A client wanted to buy a property. This property is beautiful, they have good selling points. It's located in one of the best locations here in Lagos. Okay, anybody that has money, even when you see the videos that this property has made, all of the features, please give me some time. Nigeria light. Okay, I hope this is okay. So yeah, so I once went for an inspection with the clients, yeah. And this client was, he liked everything about the property. And he's like, I'd like to buy a unit here, this, that. He said a whole lot of nice things about that property. We went for inspection. Quite alright. We went for inspection. I showed him everything that he has seen in that property. Remember, you would always show them something that is selling for them to say, okay, they like this property and they want to come to check out that property. And that was what happened. So he came, he liked what he was seeing. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry again. I don't know. I keep having interruptions. Mm, okay. So, sorry, please. I've been having network situations. So, yeah. So he did not just come alone. He came with somebody that is an engineer, and the person knows a couple of things about real estate. Mind you, I told you he liked what he saw. Yeah, he liked what he saw. He liked the environment. It was beautiful. But then the engineer was able to spot that there was cracks on the wall. There was cracks on the wall in that house. And now this is something that even when I went to check that place, I didn't get to see it. I think it's something that I would have just, overlooked. So of which, even on my own part, I was supposed to, go with an engineer to check the property to know, okay, if it is 100% fit for my client to move in. So now my client now came and, brought in his own engineer, and the engineer was able to spot all of these things. Now, because of that, um, crack in that building, we had to look for another property. So now this is one of the beautiful advantage of buying, going with an engineer, doing your due diligence, because if you're doing your due diligence right, definitely you would not have a property situation, you will not have issues when it comes to that aspect. So now, due diligence, verify the C of O also. Now, what is C of O? C of O is certificate of occupancy. Or you can also decide to say, okay, the property that I want should have governor's consent. Most people invest in properties, and these properties does not have a good title to its name. You can't be buying properties that does not have good title. You just can't be buying properties that does not have good title. So you always make sure that every property that you're buying should have a good title. Confirm land ownership and approval from Lagos State. Very important, because most times if you're not going through the right source of buying a property, you're going through Omonile. Now you don't know where Omonile got this property from. So if you're doing all of this and you're not checking if this property is owned, if it's government approved, you might be doing yourself a lot of harm. You're doing yourself a lot of harm, because at the end of the day, once you're done paying, you buy this property, government will come and collect property from you. They'll come and collect the land from you. They'll come and collect the house. If it's a house that you buy, they'll come and collect it from you. So we don't want that happening, right? So do your due diligence. Confirm land ownership and approval from Lagos State. Very important. Now, work with reputable developers or agents. Everybody is a developer, everybody is an agent. But how do you know, work with the right one? So before you even get yourself involved with one developer or one agent, do a background check on the agent or the developer to know if they have been delivering properties before, if they have good relationship with the public. Because most of the time, if you're buying properties from a developer that is known to be a thief, just know that the property that you are buying, if care is not taken, it's a stolen one. And once you're done paying your money, you will not find that man anywhere. You will not find the developer, you will not find the agent anywhere to get back your money. So this is another thing that you need to pay attention to. Work with reputable developers or agents, even real estate companies. Everybody is selling real estate, everybody is selling real estate, but which real estate company is genuine? That is one thing that you also need to find out. Is this company genuine enough for me to put in my money? So you see that we're actually heading somewhere. So avoid my uncle's friend, brother kind of talk. Somebody will come and meet you and tell you that, my uncle's friend is an agent to come and buy from him. What if your uncle's friend is a thief? What if your uncle's friend has scammed somebody before? So because you're trying to do family business kind of relationship, you end up giving your money to somebody that cannot be trusted, or somebody that will give you a property that is not good, that would not even stand the test of time, that would not last. Because you have a lot of properties, especially here in Lagos, probably every other places, there are properties that are not standing the test of time. Properties are not good enough. So yeah, inspect before you pay. I think I said something about inspection. Go for inspection. Go by yourself. Go and check. Is this property good for me? Is it okay? Is there a problem? Is the house leaking? Is the toilet good? Is the road okay? Oh, this property that's located in this location, is it closer to where I work? You know, you check for the proximity, check for everything that makes sense. So that's another way for you to know, okay, yeah, you are actually doing the right thing when it comes to getting a property in real estate. So inspect before you pay. Consider rental value. How much can realistically earn monthly or annually? Imagine that you're buying a property. That property now that you are buying, and you have the intention of putting that property out for rent, do you know that it is your duty for you to check the rental value of that property? It is your duty for you to know, okay, if I bring in, let's say, 250 million naira to buy a property in Sokoto, and you're not buying to stay in it, you're buying for people to stay in it. You need to consider, now that I am going to buy this property, the people who are going to be living in this property, they'll be paying me so so and so money. So in the next how many years, I should be able to recover back my rental income. So is this a good consideration? Is it a good opportunity? So this is something that you need to think. This is something that you need to know, that okay, yes, this is good for me. I need to do this, I need to do that. So yeah, look for areas with growth potential. Don't just move into a property because of every other person is moving into it. Move into a property because of there is growth potential. If you go there, if you start living there, even you on your own part, you will see that you're even making more than what you have invested in that property. The environment has recreational things that would attract one to that environment. Even in your own part, you can decide, okay, because of this environment, because of what this environment entails, what it carries, what it has, I can do this and also make it. That is growth. So move into properties, move into areas, move into environment to buy your property where there is growth potentials. Don't go to a place where at the end of the day you start crying. There is no help, there is no money, there is no this, there is no that. Nobody wants to be hearing that story. Nobody cares for such stories. Now, let me ask this. Do Before you move into a property, have you ever moved into a property without doing inspections? Because I know a lot of people that they've bought properties or rented an apartment without doing inspections. So if you're that person, it has happened to you before. Did what you buy or pay for, is it giving you that, you know, that acceptance that yes, you actually did it, you deserve this, I paid this, I did that, I did that? So let me also know in the comments. Now let's move to the don'ts. The don't of buying apartments in Lagos. That is the things that you should not do. Don't buy based on emotion or pressure. A lot of time we buy properties because of we feel probably the person who is trying to sell this property to us is a friend or a family. So because of this person is a friend or a family, and this person keeps coming to us telling us that please come and buy you, Uncle Chidi come and buy you, Uncle Chinedu come and buy you, brother this, auntie Ama, auntie this come and buy. So because of you feel this emotional connection with this person, you're now thinking that if I don't buy from her, but don't buy from him, and I go to another place, she will feel bad, she will be sad. Comments like this. So the point is, if you think that way, that that if you um if your family member comes to you to buy a property, and probably that property is actually not what you want, but because you're trying to be nice to this person, you're not going to buy it. At the end of the day, it is you that's going to regret it. Trust me, it is you that's going to regret it. So don't buy property because of emotional connection. Don't buy property because of pressure. You've not met people that can pressure people, especially real estate people, realtors, agents. This is literally what they do. They are sending you messages, they are calling you, they are giving you reasons why you should invest. They will even tell you that, you know what, Davido lives close to this house. We say, oh, Regina Daniels live in this is her house. No, Regina just bought a new house. They will even come and tell you that, see, that neighborhood you're going to, that is the neighborhood that Regina Daniels stays. And because of you're a die-hard fan of Regina Daniels, you like her, you also now go and buy that property. And when you go there, you now realize that even the Regina Daniels property is far, far better than the one that they came to sell to you. So don't buy properties because of pressure. Don't buy because of probably your friend is living in that environment, and that environment is known to be one of the, you know, strong environments that big people are living in, where things are happening. So you also want to be there, or you want to show that you self, you have money. So if your friend can move into that apartment, why can't I move into that apartment? So these are the things that makes us, make mistakes, make wrong choices. So now, what else? Don't buy based on emotions or pressure. Some developers use FOMO marketing, like last 3 units left, don't rush. All those you will hear, if you don't buy now, you will not get the best price of this property. This is the last unit that is selling. Blah 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 blah. By the time you even go and check yourself, you realize that they have not even sold one, but they are already pressuring you, triggering you, telling you that you have to buy. If you don't buy, you will lose out. Tinubu is living in this property. Did you know what it means for you to come and start living with where your president is? So they will be giving you words like this, and you'll be like, oh my god, oh my god, I need to live in this property, without doing your due diligence. Now, don't ignore documentation. A lot of people are failing in this whole thing. They ignore documentation. If it is not signed, stamped, or verified, please don't pay for it. It is not real. It is not real because when you ignore documentation, thinking everything is fine, all is well, you will be shocked though. You will be shocked to now find out that that place where you bought your property, that is where that is government owned land. And let's say you just bought your property this month. In 2 months' time, you see government coming with their boys to come and break down the property. Why? Because you failed in doing your proper documentation. You did not read through the lines. You did not read through the write-up to know, okay, this is a good fit for me. This is nice. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to get into. So don't ignore documentation. Always make sure that you're checking. And if nothing is right, nothing is okay, it's not real. Work out. So don't buy apartment with poor accessibility. So a good road network boosts property value. If you're moving into an apartment that does not have good road network, businesses will not come there. People will not want to invest in that place. And that's just the truth. People will not want to come there because to them, that place, the road is not good though. If you go there, your car will get spoiled. This road that we're following, that you want to buy property in this particular road does not connect to this place now. It will be stressful to come out of this place. It will be stressful to live in here. Negative conversation, negative words, and that's how it will continue to go round, round, round. Now, don't underestimate hidden costs. Agency fees, legal fees, service charges. These are things that you need to know. You make your research on it. You need to know it. It will help you. It will help you. Now, don't skip professional advice. Now, one of my duty in the real estate sector is also to advise people on the kind of property that they should buy, on the things that they need to know. Like we're having this conversation now, we're here, we're talking. It's just part of it. Yes, it is part of it because if nobody is talking to you, if you're not asking questions, you're not listening to a professional, you might be doing the wrong thing. You might be doing the wrong thing, thinking, okay, yeah, what you're doing is right, going it all alone. Real estate is not something that you as a person, if you want to buy a property, you will do it all by yourself. No. Do it with somebody that understands. Do it with a professional. Ask questions. So they'll be the person or best people to tell you, okay, this is right or this is wrong. So now, yeah, don't skip professional advice. Like I said, use a property lawyer or consultant. There are real estate consultants everywhere. There are lawyers everywhere. They will tell you. They will definitely not want you to go and put in your money in somewhere that, at the end of the day, you cry and come back to them and tell them that, oh, you advised me wrongly. They will not do that. So you need people that you can trust. Now, the best property type to buy right now, one bedroom and two bedroom apartments. If you have a lot of money, you can decide to invest in properties like a one bedroom apartment or two bedroom apartment. These are selling properties and there are a whole lot of them. Like I said, even if it's one bedroom that you want to buy, you will buy it. You don't have to stay there, and then you will still be making money off that property. So one bedroom and two bedroom apartments, they are perfect for young professionals and Airbnb investors. So you're buying a one bedroom or two bedroom apartment, you're putting it up for Airbnb. That's like short-let apartments. So you're making your money. Or you're buying one bedroom or two bedroom for you to live in it. That's beautiful too. Tomorrow you tell your friends, you tell your family that, I'm a landlord. I have properties. I have properties in this. I have properties in that. That's a bragging right. So investment is one of the beautiful things that people should, begin to relate with, begin to normalize. So buy that one bedroom and that two bedroom apartment today. Okay. So now several apartments in Lekki and Ikate. High rental yield, especially for short-term rentals. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that the best property that you need to buy, if you want to buy properties, the locations, you can decide to go to Lekki to buy a property. You can decide to go to Ikate to buy a property. Now, I know you want to tell me, but these places, are they not expensive? Well, as long as you're buying property in Lagos, Lagos properties are like, you know what I'm trying to say. But you're going to see nice properties in Lekki. You're going to see nice properties in Ikate. That does not mean every other locations does not have good properties. They have. They have. Take it from me. Now, off-plan properties. A lot of time when people want to ask, what is an off-plan property? Off-plan properties are properties that are not fully completed, okay, but they are in the markets. Let's say they are properties in their kaka stage, properties that probably they've not done roofing, and it is very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. So imagine you're buying a completed property. A completed property can be sold for like 200 million naira. 200 million naira. And then somebody is coming to tell you, oh, come and buy this off-plan property from me. If you buy an off-land property that is not completed, probably you'll be buying that property for, let's say from 200 million, you'll be buying that property for 150 million. That's how good an off-land property is. So you just pay your money waiting for them to complete it, because most of the time developers sell off-land properties because they want to use your money to build that property, not necessarily their own money. So that's a great form of investment when you do off-plan property. So look for an off-plan property today and invest and begin to gain your returns. Get your returns off that property. Um, Apartments around Ekpe and Ibejuleki. Who knows about Ekpe? Who knows about Ibejuleki? Now, these are the places where a lot of time people will tell you they are bushy places, they are not developed places. These are the kind of people that live in. Give these places years to come. I don't want to give a particular year. I don't want to say in 5 years time, 10 years time, because right now in that same Ekpe, in that same Ibejuleki, 5 years ago we were telling you that come and invest here, oh, that in the next how many years this, you did not come and invest, but futuristic people came to invest, and now they are enjoying that place. In fact, when you go to their house, you go to that place, you will not be seeing it as a small place. Trust me, it will look as if, yeah, you're in one GRA environment, you're living in one, the popular Lekki, because everybody believe that, okay, yeah, Lekki is the only place that fine houses is. Have you gone to Ekpe? Have you gone to Ibeji? So invest in locations like Ibeji and Ekpe, because very very soon these places are going to be the new Lekki. So the property that you're buying for 300 million that is in Lekki, and Ekpe and Ibeji they are selling for a lesser price. You're saying because of this, because of that, you want to, fine and good. But from me to you, Ekpe Ibejuleki, you can get a property from there if you want to. Um, yeah, luxury units in Ikoyi and Victoria Island. Now, Ikoyi and Victoria Island, these also, they are big cities, big places where rich people live, where they dine, where they enjoy. So a lot of people will want to be in such an environment, right? So if you don't want to do Ibejuleki, you don't want to do Ekpe, you don't want to do Lekki, you don't want to do Ikate, you can go all the way to Ikoyi. You can go all the way to Ikoyi, you can go all the way to Victoria Island. You're definitely going to find what you're looking for. So the Ikoyi Victoria Island is ideal for, high net individuals, high net worth individuals, though costly, but the return on investment on properties in Ikoyi, Victoria Island is massive, very, very massive. So yeah. Um all right, so we have covered a whole lot today. We've covered a whole lot today. The do's, the don'ts, and then the smart property choice. Now, for anyone looking to buy apartments in Lagos, don't forget all that I have said. Don't forget the things that you need to do. Number one, do your due diligence. Go with an expert. Go with an expert. Go with a lawyer. Go with a consultant. Seek advice from real estate consultants. Seek advice from real estate consultants. So you just need to put in a whole lot of effort when it comes to this real estate thing, because if you're not doing so, you might be losing and wasting your money and buying properties in places that at the end of the day would not really give you that, oh yeah, you've done something. So that this, remember, don't just buy property, buy smart, verified and future proof investments. Future proof investment. So tomorrow when you buy the property, you say, oh, Woman Hero TV told me that this is the process that I need to take to buy a property. This is on my own part, I was very happy. I'm happy that, yeah, you listened to me. You did not just go because one agent or one family member is disturbing you, pressuring you, and you're like, if I don't buy now, they'll make me feel bad. No, it is your money. It is your money. So I wrote something here. Comment on the type of property you would love to buy. I didn't get any response on that. I believe probably you're still thinking of, okay, what kind of property do I want to buy? And in what location do I want to buy? Well, when you make that decision on the type of property you want to buy and the location where you want to buy this property from, kindly leave me a message or a comment under this video, and I would be, more than willing and happy to help you secure this property of your choice. So we're not done with this video, because I would also want to share with you, you know, a current property that is available, that is currently selling, for you to make an investment. So we've come to the end of today's conversation. For those that tuned in, for those that watched, for those that stayed, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and also thanks for subscribing. So till I come back again, if you did not subscribe, please subscribe and turn on your post notifications. So when I come back, we're going to continue from where we stop. So this is Wama Iro TV. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.